Keeps on switching up. I don't know why. Last day of the month. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Good morning, man. The weekend was great. I got a lot of rest. Um, I did some deep meditation. What's up, Dallas? He said, "It is I." Yeah, this morning, man, oil absolutely. I wasn't even watching any of this stuff over the weekend, but oil, man, jumped up there to 118, got on through that 115. But as you know, most times on Mondays when things are super high, usually it's time for the craziness to happen. So we'll see what happens on oil. INDO got up to 18 bucks as well, but we'll see. A lot of interesting moves out here. We see JAN is up 83%. ENSV is up 14%. Those are the top movers, and the low floats under $5, but above $2. Low floats here, we see TXMD up 335%. Let me click on that. It looks like some type of acquisition there. Let me look at the news as well. They got acquired by EW Healthcare Partners. Therapeutics MD agrees to be taken private. So that's not real. That's not really big news. CTT up 36%. Catchmark Timber Trust shares trading higher after the company and Potlatch Deltic announced they have entered some type of definitive agreement. So that's not huge news as well. HUSA is another one of those oil stocks that always moves up with INDO. So we got both of those in there, HUSA and INDO. HUSA up 30%, INDO up 50%. Then in our mid float category, we have AMC at the top. Then we have Mara, that's a crypto stock. And then we have Coinbase. Now, I was about to say, I know Coinbase got down to like 50 bucks. So it jumped up just a little bit, but it's definitely receding. Big movers in the high floats. We have BEKE. Looks like they got some earnings. So not a huge earnings play, but most of the volume is in the mid to low floats. BABA, Tesla, all of these bigger ones are receiving less volume as of now. So this morning I'll put JAN on the watch list. It's up 91%. JAN. HUSA is already over here. Not really too worried about ENSV. It's not really competing in the volume class right now. Let's see. CTT. Let me look at the 4 hour on CTT and look what it's looking like. That looks like another acquisition of some type. So yeah, that was that definitive agreement. Not too interested in CTT or or TXMD. Good morning, Donnell. Dallas says Coinbase is interesting. Yep. Yeah, that one got quite a nice pop, but you never know. Coinbase. Let me go and see if there's any news on Coinbase for that pop. Coinbase, why Bitcoin and Ethereum related stocks are rising. Shares of crypto related stocks are trading higher in sympathy with the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Coinbase institution clients raised Bitcoin exposure by 296% in 15 months. Cross Tower takes aim at NFTs, lending, and institutional asset management in crypto. Okay, MoneyGram, stablecoin, remittances. There's a lot of stuff going on in the cryptos. So, and we already know it is because Mara is up here as well. Mara always comes up when cryptos start to pop as well, and it's been grinding down for a while, but it has looks like a top of this little channel here of $12. That could be an interesting spot for somebody for a break back up if the cryptos are going to wake up. We can check out some of the other cryptos though. What was it? BKKT, was that one of them? I believe that was one of them. It's down at 273. BKKT. What was another crypto stock? Mara, BKKT. I don't remember. Whatever. They're not up here on the scan, so they must not be getting that heat yet. Let's see. Anything else with interesting news here? INDO grinding its way on down. I'm guessing it's oil pulling back. No, oil's still sitting at the 119s. I think INDO got that initial excitement, but I do think it's going to continue up. Got a nice gap up on INDO. Oil, look at this daily chart on oil. I've been watching this thing. It followed the trend and it came up here and broke out of these trends that I had drew like weeks ago. And man, it got that explosion. Beautiful little grind up there. So oil, let me look on the yearly chart here. The top on oil is what? The 130. It's at 119 right now. So beautiful little grind pattern up there. And where's INDO? INDO, it closed at 1572 on Friday, but now it's up around this level, around this 18, where this flatness was on the previous resistance level right there at the 1805s. Then on the 4 hour, yeah, it touched 20. It touched 20 in pre-market, but it's all the way back down here. So we'll see what it wants to do during the day. If it wants to get interesting. Good morning, Gary. I see the monkeypox stocks kind of fell back down. Siga was one of them, and then it was T. This one came up here again to this resistance of 14 or 15 bucks almost, and came back down. So I don't know if that's going to be able to come back up. On the yearly chart, we can see it looks about the same that it did the other year that it came up like this. Came up to the 1521s, found that harsh resistance, and could not get past that resistance right there at the 1425 level. But yeah, I think we got our watch list for today. JAN, Hustle. I don't know if I want to throw ENSV up there because it just isn't competing with the volume. So I'm not gonna worry about ENVS, but JAN, Hustle, INDO. That's about it, and that's yeah. And I was watching Siga fall. So let's jump over here to Street Smart. Now the news on Jan, it does have some kind of weird news and a weird formation on the daily chart. The 200 moving average is up here at the 436, and it'll be opening up above this level. So we'll see what kind of action it has above this 436 level here at the 200. Could be a nice spot to watch, and that looks like that's the previous little flat top right there on Jan right there. So this would be a great level to watch for support. 439s, and then we have 499 up here as a top. And also the news. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. Let's get this news real quick. So they sold Jan 1 sales GeoTrack to SPYR Technologies in a $13.5 million transaction. So that's their news on today. And let's read into that just a little bit. Okay. Make this a little bit bigger. Jan 1 sales. Okay. Do they have any further details though? So issue Jan 1 30 million shares of its common stock and delivered to Jan 1 a 5-year promissory note in the initial principal amount of 12.6 million. Okay. The promissory note bears simple interest at the rate of 8% per annum and provides quarterly interest payments in arrears. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's go check out Jan. Got a very low float, 2.45 million in that float. It had shelf registrations back in 2020, but those are almost out. If they're not out yet, I think they are out. 2 years, yeah. They'll be out of range now. Let's see. What else was I want to look at? IPOs. SVRE is going to IPO, supposed to IPO today. earnings. Any big names in earnings? We got HP Inc., Salesforce. Anybody else got some good earnings? Don't see any big names there. See what Jan has over here on the short squeeze. Short interest, short percent or decreased. So it's got a negative 72, and that was updated 20 minutes ago. So we'll see if the shorts are really getting off this one because they think it's going to get squeezed, or what. Are they scared to short it? JAN. Short percent float. Not a whole lot on the short percent float though. So we'll have to see what kind of action it comes out with. Anyway, watching that one, watching Hustle, watching INDO. Gary says he's looking for the SPY to fall at the open. Yeah, it's at 413. Look at this crazy. I mean, 415. It jumped up here to this next level, which was the 420. Let's see what the NQ is doing. Yeah, NQ, if the SPY is going to be following the NQ here, NQ already touched this top and gave back some profits here. So we may see that dip at the open on the SPY. If the SPY, because the NQ is open right now, and the SPY is going to be reactive to this. So we'll see how it pulls down here. Has quite a bit of buying pressure here, but we'll see how strong that push down is here on the open. Got about 5 minutes to the bell. I mean, the SPY is open. What am I talking about? I'm looking at the NQ as a parallel to the SPY is what I meant to say. SPY is paralleling the NQ. So we see this pullback here, and we should see maybe some descent on the SPY on the open. JAN pushing on up as well. Has a top here of the $5 floating right under the 5, just like Hustle. INDO breaking down the 18s, which I was kind of skeptical of this move during the weekend. I was pretty sure, okay, if people are holding oil, they're going to be ready to sell this thing big. So and if we look back on the charts, we can see there's a flat top back here at the 1922 on INDO on the hour chart that it hit but could not hold up, that 1925-ish level. Very spicy stock today, not reaching 1 million shares yet. And JAN pulling back as well. So looks like an exciting day. We'll see what happens. 2 minutes left. Let's jump over here and look one more time at the scans. I've rearranged these by volume. NIO top volume in the high floats. AMC and GFI. GFI is down, but AMC is up. 10 million shares traded. And then the top three, or the top two here, is SIGA and TXMD in the low floats. And then we have JAN up here, 7 million shares, and then HUSA, 5 million shares. So 2 to be on watch. All right. Let's get it started. Thirty seconds. Oh my goodness, oil is getting on up there as well. Definitely on the lookout for oil. So hustle may be a good one. We'll see. Oh wow, oil just dived. Gee whiz. 50 cents. Oh my gosh. All right. So who's gonna stay green on the day? We see JAN popping a little bit. Small green on the day. Who's gonna stay green on the day though? HUSA immediately red. INDO going red there. SPY going red. Touching red, trying to stay green. JAN. What do you want to do here? Okay. So the top on the watch is all going red there. We'll keep our head on a swivel for new things popping up. JAN getting a little bit of a bounce back to this flat top. Flat top is the 490 there. So we got a little bit of a flat top resistance here at the 490. It's the only thing green though on the day. Let's see what it can do here under this flat top. Taking its time in here as well. Let's look at the hour chart. The body of this candle right here is the 460. Remember we talked about on the support level, the 434 was a nice support level. So we'll see what it can do towards that 434, 200 resistance. Let's see, 440s, 4 getting on down there. Let's see if it just pushes right on through that 434. What's this JAN? Bottom of this candle was the 445. Everything else still nice and red on the day. Getting a little heavy up here at the 475s. Let's see if they can start to hold that or no. Like it's trying to flip over. $434 is a questionable area for it. We look over here on TOS. This is what I'm looking at on the daily chart here. A lot of indecision. Red on the day will be the 460 right now, but the 434 is this bottom here. Okay. So the bottom here, it'll be a 20 cent hold here. 450 is what it's holding above. Continues to struggle there though. First 5 minutes has been very questionable under this 290 or this 490 level. Opening up a new candle. The bottom of this one is the 445. Coming down and checking the bottom here. So we got a little bit of support down here on the open, and it's just gonna probably grind in this little place here. So let's see what it wants to do. Hustler's coming back up. Let's see, Hustle INDO not looking too hot there. Okay. Getting a little buying pressure over the top of this candle here. Indecision there right at VWAP. So there's a struggle. Retail traders and probably the shorts trying to push it on down. So let's see who wins here. Can they start holding up this 490 level? Okay, INDO blasting back up, coming back green on the day. And oil is coming back up as well. Let's see. Coming back up green and then going back down. So JAN pushing on down. So I keep my eye on INDO here. Low volume right now. Oil continues to go up as well. Yeah, oil's kind of sporadic right now, so whatever. JAN. So we got a higher low there at the 460, and that was right at the bottom of this previous candle, 460. Pushing on down there. Okay. INDO nice and green on the charts. I don't like the setup down here on INDO. I don't like when they kind of ride under the 9 like this. They usually get harsh rejection off of that. So the 9 right now is at the 820s. Need to start holding up those 820s. But looking like it's getting quite a push down. JAN continues to push back. Oh yeah, JAN is looking better and better, holding this bottom here. JAN all the way back up there. 475 breaking over. Right, still under that 490 though. Indecision again to the top side of this candle. Let's see if it gets blown back under the 475s. Four 80s. How much time we got on this one? We got about 30 seconds on this candle. Yeah, I don't like the way it's playing in here like this. About to end this candle in 10 seconds. This is a very tight one. Came down, tested above that 450, but a lot of indecision. Let's see if it'll push its way on down. There's the big push down. Still going to give it a chance at that 434 is what I'm looking at on this one. Still green on the day as well. A lot of indecision in there. Okay, hustle. Oh my goodness, these are jumping back up. INDO out of this flatness. Let's go ahead and look at this one. Go ahead and get some INDO there and let it play throughout the day since oil seems to continue to rise. Bottom of this candle is the 1750. Got a little nibble on that one. And then Jan still here with the indecision. Looking for oil to get on through those highs there, up through the 19s. $20 shares of INDO there, and then the bottom here is the 1752. Looking for a quick pop to the 19. Oil is coming back down. I want to see a quick pop to the 19. I'll take some. Let's see if we can get it. Bottom of this candle is the 1750 though. Okay, Jan still trying to figure itself out. Not looking great on the 15-minute. Hustle pushing on up. So can we get this push up to the 19s here? 19s. There's the 19s. Come on. Get that push through there. And at this point, my break even is the 1862. So 1862. Don't want to let it go red on me. Looking for that push into the 19. So 1863, I'll be out on this play. Be a break-even play if it doesn't want to play ball. Sell. So I got my stop out right at break even if it doesn't want to play ball here. Looking for that push and hold of those 19s there. If not, I'm out. $75s. Can we get a 75 buy up? Hustle continue to push up as well. Smaller range on this one, but INDO should be doing a similar move to this. Jan continue downward. So I'm looking for INDO to hold here. I can always take another position on INDO if it doesn't want to play ball though. Looking for those 85s to come in quickly. And I'm out right there. I'll take that. Small loss there. Let it dip a little bit. Oil is coming down just a bit, but Hustle's still making its way up. And Jan, what are you doing here? Jan's still in this range as well. So I may have to let INDO dip a little bit more. SPY also came down a bit off that 413 level. Yeah, oil is coming on down through the 118.75, so I expect it to follow up on Hustle and INDO here soon. Jan coming back down here to double bottom at this 447. It is now red on the day over here on Jan. See, 437 right there was that point that I was like, that's interesting. But now it's red on the day and not looking too great. ENSV. All right. Go ahead and dip, oil. We'll let you dip. Forming that little high. 539s. INDO dipping a little bit there. So we got a high. And then we got this previous, 1887. Coming back down to this indecision of the 1838s. I gave it a little bit of play just in case he wanted to jump back up here above this flat top of the 1925. It could not do it. So that's our flat top resistance there, 1925. Coming on back down for a little bit. Jan, yeah, not looking great. And Hustle coming down. So yeah, took one trade there, stopped out break even. I'm not trying to take any Monday morning losses like that, so we can always re-enter on these plays. Coinbase did get that little jump up to the 80s up there. From when we were watching, it was at 70, 78 or something like that. Jumped up a little $2. Still playing down there. Jan. Okay. Yeah, boy, INDO coming on back down there. Gotta see oil recover. If oil starts recovering, then it'll look good again. Oil pull back off of those 120s kind of harsh. Okay. The SPY breaking down the 410s. 414. Let me look at the NQ because we were watching the NQ for a little more of a dip as well. Yeah, NQ did dip down quite, not quite a bit, but a little bit. Yeah, boy, glad I took off of INDO break even. I'd rather take break even than be down. I had what, 20 shares? 20 shares at somewhere in here. I forget where it was, but somewhere in there. And look at that. Glad I took off break even. I'm okay. I ain't trying to pay nobody bills. Hustle taking that same dip. Siga. It's the monkeypox down there. Down, still red on the day. Got the 9 EMA up here at the 1259. I doubt it's gonna get all the way up there. Shorts are winning too much this morning. Let's actually look at the overall market watch, and we can see majority red here at the open. Little green spurts in here, but not a whole lot of upward motion because the SPY is coming on back down and the NQ is coming on back down. So yeah. And now oil 1885. Are you popping back up or no? Looking like it wants to pop back up a little bit. But if INDO goes red on the day, I'm gonna leave it alone for today. I'm not even gonna worry about it. JAN. Did it touch that? Yeah, there's a 434 touch that we were talking about. 434s. See, the bottom of this is the 431s. Could give it a little bounce play down here. It's still getting what? Like 200, a couple million shares here. So could give it a bounce play off that area, but it is quite red on the day. So I would hate to be holding the bag there. If we look over here on TOS, this is the area of the 200 that we were looking for it to hold up. And at this point, it's got to get back green on the day. Green on the day is all the way back up here to the 460s. And I'm not trusting it. It's got to get back over the 460s to even be tradable for me. Okay. Oil continuing down as well. Hustle. Hustle pushing back up there for no reason because oil isn't doing anything like that. Okay. INDO also getting some pops off the bottom. 1750 is the bottom there. Hustle had a high of the 540s. Again, pulling down off of that. Let's see what's this body of this candle, 530. So it needs to crack the 530 to become pretty bearish. Jan coming back up here to the 450s. That'll be what, a 20 cent risk there to the bottom. All right, come on, 460s. You got to hold 460s. So 463 up here is the resistance I want to see it holding. Let's get those 460s, and that's coming back up to the indecision up here of the 464. So I'm gonna give it some time to come on back green on the day. And wow, what in the world's happening with oil? Oil isn't even coming up like that. What in the world? 1890s. I don't even see oil coming up like that. 1888s. A lot of pressure in this one. The 15 minutes still looking quite red. Flat top at the 1867. So I put that there as resistance. 1860s. Jan, what you trying to do? INDO pulling back there a little bit. MULN. Wait. Let me see. Careful on shorts. Nice stop. Let's see. MULN is one that Dallas was calling out. MULN, yeah, this one wouldn't be on my scans yet because it's not over $2. Moved 10 cent, little 10 cent ripper there though. What is this another crypto? I remember this one. Is this a crypto or MULN? MULN shares EV battery test. Okay, if we look here on the daily chart, let's see, 137. It's fighting a nice little downtrend there coming out the bottom. But we'll see. I'm really watching this JAN though. See if it can hold up those 460s for a nice little push up here to the flat of the 490s. EV battery test on MULN. And oil is coming on back down, so we can see these wicks forming now. Does have that resistance at the 1868 there. This thing has a beautiful flat top at that 464 though. I would love to see it break that resistance right there. Beautiful 464 break. INDO coming on back down as well. Don't really like that flat top. It keeps coming down to this indecision and it's getting pushed down. So it's getting more decisive to the downside. I don't like that. The SPY back up to 411s, doing a little bit of a curl here. I don't think this is transitioning into bullish. I think this is just a covering by some shorts that's going to continue getting pushed down there. Continues to hold these levels on Jan. All right. 434 breakdown. That's going to be bag holding territory. We look over here on TOS, coming right back down to the 200 moving average, breaking down that 434 bag holder territory. So not messing with that one today. All right, so we'll focus in on I think I'll play INDO again if it holds up. Got to look a little bit better on this 15 minute though. I want to see where this 15 minute closes. But oil continues to come down, so I don't like the bounces on oil. All right, well, we look for obvious. I gave INDO a play. I wanted to see it hold above that 19. It could not do it up there to that flat. Stopped out break even to cut the loss. I may be down like maybe 40 cents or something on the day. It was a little slippage on the out, but I'd rather have that out than what it would have been if it came down here to 1792. And there's some more selling there. So just managing this risk. If I win, great, but I don't want big losers. I don't want big drawdowns on my account. So we're going down under the 425s here on Jan. And looking like oil's getting ready to take. Dallas says SPY range bound, dropping implied volatility. Okay, autos, I ain't trading it. Yeah. The SPY is looking kind of crazy on this little coil up. Look at it, pulling back off of this level 411.93, right under the 412s became resistance. Oh boy, look at this hour chart. The top of this chart is at the not the top of this chart. The top of this candle is at the 414. That is going to be a nice loss for anybody that tries to buy that thing long. INDO coming on down again to this bottom 1792 as oil continues to slip down. It's about to break down the 118.50s here. So not looking good overall on oil at this current moment. Oil is red on the 4-hour chart, but still green on the day. Yeah, Gary, the SPY has plenty of room to fall. It can probably get on back down there to let me look. Yeah, where's the previous level of consolidation was around that 405 level, or let's see, what is this, the 408? Maybe could be another level right there. 405, 408. INDO continues to kill. Jan went down there and bounced off the $4. So it's got to get all the way back up here to the 460. It's got to move 40 cents for me to even be willing to trade it. Coin did take a little bit of a dip off that 79. It reached the 79 and turned around, went back to the 77. Probably going to be a lot of short activity on that one. It's got 3 million shares traded on it. Not a whole lot. INDO back to the 18s. We should see quite a nice crackdown here. The oil is breaking down to 1850 as we speak. 1849's right there. So yeah, glad I didn't play in that one. If it wanted to go and pay me, great. That's why I only got in 20 shares. Give it a play. If it wants to go up to 20, okay, give me 40 bucks. I'll take 40 bucks. But if not, get out, break even. Don't be mad because we can get back in. But as of this point, everything on our watch either was red at the beginning and is continuing red, or not the inverses, but the futures that I'm looking at are not looking too great. JAN running out of that volume, had 3 million shares traded on the first candle, 2 million, and then went on down. And now the previous candle was 1 million shares to the downside, and now this one is 536,000 with that flat top up there, the 464. And not a super obvious trend either way, kind of just grinding around. INDO getting under that 18. So yeah. Whoa. All right, so let's go over here to our scans. Let's see if anything is finding any kind of life. Jan is still the top traded mover there, just back and forth. It's cheaper, and so people, and it's a stupid low float. 200 million, less than 2 million in the float. I got you, Dallas. I'll let them know. Let me see. NIO, BAC. Yeah. Okay. BTNR. Yeah, it's definitely one of those days you just kind of gotta wait it out a little bit. Oil continuing on down through those 1840s. Jan, though, over here continues to be kind of crazy. Has a double bottom here at the $4. $4. So let's see if it can form a higher high. Still nice and red on the day, though. If we look over here on TOS, it got quite a pullback off the $4 back up here. And it's going to have to start holding this 435 level that is currently finding resistance at. Okay. Oil popping back up a little bit off of this 18. The bottom here is the 1750, so I could risk 50 cents there. Oil is coming back up. It's back over the 1850, back up to the 1875. Let me go and look at oil and see what kind of plays I can get off this bottom here. because it's definitely pulled back now. 4-hour chart is still massively red, but could be a 50-cent risk there off of this 1750. Let me look at the volume here. Volume isn't great. Overall setup isn't great. Risking 50 cents off these 755s. And I don't like this hour chart, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Jan, though, coming back up. Can we get on up over that, back over the 450s here? Can we see you green on the day again? You got plenty of volume. INDO back up to these 1805s. 1762. Oh my goodness. How do we get back down to 1850 that quick? Oh my gosh. It's dropping like 20 cents on oil in seconds. I literally just looked and looked away. It's back to 1850. It was just up at 1880s. So yeah, that's not looking great. $4 right now is the bottom here. And it's kind of just playing under these levels. Short still in control of it, still red on the day, 6% out of the open. Now we're back under 118.50. Insane on INDO. Insane on oil, I mean. SPY looking like it's pressing down. It's got a bottom. It had a bottom here. If the 410 slipped through that bottom down here to the almost breaking the 410. So we'll see what kind of action it has. On the 15 minute looks very bearish. Here, big long candle from 414 down to 410. Rebounded a little bit for some covering, and now continuing its trot down. King Burlington, no, I don't. I'm trading a cash account. So I trade my own money. I don't have to worry about PDT or anything. I can but the only thing is that I do have to worry about is that T2 rule. I have to wait two days for your money to clear back out so that you can trade it with it again. But that's why that's SIGA popping up there. SIGA's popping up there, but that's why I manage my size and everything like I do. So I don't have to worry about, I can just take trades, you know. Don't oversize and then blow up your whole account if you know you got to wait 2 days, because today may be a wonky day and then tomorrow some real news drops and you don't have any money to trade with. SIGA, let me see what kind of news are you getting, SIGA. Where did SIGA go? SIGA get some news popping. Who are, wait, let me pop this up for y'all. Okay, WHO says tools to manage monkeypox, including readily available diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics, are not likely to be immediately or widely accessible to countries. Says the goal is to contain this outbreak by stopping human-to-human transmission. WHO says we do not yet know if will be able to contain the spread of monkeypox completely. Let's see. Anything else about monkeypox? I don't see nothing. But yeah, SIGA did break over this high, making a new high of day there, but still fighting quite a bit of a downtrend. So INDO dropping to 1786. Will it go ahead and continue down? Oh my goodness, we're about to break down 118. So we lost 50 cents on oil. We're about to break down 118s. Well, INDO's going to the gutter. JAN continuing to just grind around here. Bottom here is the $4. Uh, nice little risk level, 30 cents here right now. But I would love to see it get back closer to that 425 level if it's gonna do anything. But it's still quite red on the day. Hustle pulling back. Siga pulled up green for just a little bit. I don't know about the monkeypox, man. The speculation on monkeypox is kind of wild. It's all over the place, and they don't know. They really don't have any definite, um, definite plans of actions other than what they've already instituted. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, because they don't know. Yeah, Dallas. I was looking. Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't see anything. Everything's looking like it's turning downside. So for the session that I'm trading, it may not give me what I'm looking for, but that's okay. Not taking any big losses is always a win as well. Being able to come back the next day and look for those great opportunities, great news, great setups, and give them a play. Oh my, bro, we were just down at the 118s. We're back up to the 118.50. Oil is crazy volatile right now. Insanely volatile. 50-cent moves. That's nasty. That is nasty. But I'm going to leave INDO alone because of that crazy volatility. We'll see if Jan can come back down here and crack the $4. It's still quite red on the day. Getting that momentum built in here. 416, 401s. It's already tested the $4 once. And I don't like that it's coming back down here. Down 9% since the open. INDO still throwing wicks, threw a wick back up here to the 8, 18, 19, and very quickly back down to the 17, 70, 70s, I guess you could say. Siga moving on up there. But yeah. I don't know, it may need to consolidate a bit. Looking at the hour chart. One of the few that is still let me see. Let me go back and look at Gary's play. Let me see, Gary. NQ short for 100 points. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Siga pulling on down there. Yeah, Dallas, that's what I'm looking at, man. If nothing's really forming that night. Wait, what was that? Was that the spy? Yeah, oh no, that was Hustle. Hustle breaking down there. So yeah, nothing moving during the session. It's whatever. I can always cut it, come back for tomorrow's session during this time. Not willing to waste a whole lot of time on the day because I know I can go and make it rain elsewhere. But yeah, nothing set up obviously today. Like Dallas was calling out, it's just no setups that are like, oh my goodness, this is the one. You know. JAN continue to play around these levels of the 413s. 402s. Still not green on the day though. Got to get back up above that 460 for me. Okay, Siga got up there to the 1239s and pulled back, so about a 20-cent drop there. Okay. And plus, this is the last day of the month, so why close this day up super red anyway? Go into next month with a clean conscience, you know? Okay. Let's see what we got over here. Um, Fiber. Oh, what kind of setup were we doing? Okay. Is the ruck is handling access? Uh, okay. Yes, that's what we need to do. Oh, I need to. Okay, okay. Now I see. It's definitely not as big. Okay, so give me 1 second. I need to answer some emails real quick. All right, I'm gonna let them respond to me. Okay, so let's get back out here. Jan is grinding back up, almost back green on the day. Still not interested though. It's got to get all the way green on the day. Hustle, Siga pumping on down. So yeah, I think Jan's gonna be one to watch, especially if he can pull that red to green. And but that's if it can pull that red to green. And it's losing volume as well on the way up here. This is the second time it's come up here to the volume weighted average price and found some problems. So if it's gonna get going, it needs to get through here quick. No obvious trends that I see right now. So I'm gonna let that play ball. If it can get over the 460s and start to kind of get ready to move up, that's great. It's low float, but I'm just not on the news that it has. I'm just not that into it if it's not gonna have big moves. Spy pop back up here 410 all the way back up to the 413. Checking in there. Little bit of a W formation. Came up, hit this 411 level, filed through the 413s. Okay. All right, so oil is again breaking down the 118s. We'll see if it can hold under the 118s. And yeah, Jan's just not looking great. I think it's going to be a sideways mover here based on that catalyst and everything. Or it may just drop. Okay. TNXP is has got some news as well. Let me see what this one's talking about. This is another monkeypox. It was the other one that was partnered with Siga. Monkeypox 11 new cases in England brings UK to 190. Evening Standard report H. Okay, so yeah, this is this. Yeah, 100. I mean, not 100. 11 new cases. So it's been growing. It's a growing number. You know, really looking like a nice short play here on JAN. Starts to break down this little 420-ish level. It's over with. Yep. All right. So we had a high of day of the 413s on the SPY. Let's see if we can draw a trend that is respected or not. Let's see. Look at Jan losing his life down there, going towards that nice little short area through that 420. Hustle is the only thing that's still green here on the day. And it's reached back up here to this flat top of the 530s that we can now clearly see as resistance here. 530 right there. 530s. And also, if you're using Street Smart Edge, make sure you keep up with all these lines you're drawing, because it does save individual charts. So like when I go to my chart drawings, it literally saves per ticker every drawing. So if you want to delete all of them per ticker, you just come in here, find the ticker you want to delete on, and delete them, because there is a limited space that you have. Hustle pushing on up there. 530s with oil still under the 118.50s. So it's just going to be another pullback under this 530 level. Jan getting up there, so it's looking like it wants to stay above this level, but isn't proving itself yet. That 460 level will be great on Jan. $464. Can you get above the 464 and start the hold? 450s. Still red on the day. Can we see that 464 hold? Mm-hmm. Almost back green on the day. The only thing really looking appetizing here. Very high volume. It's held up these levels. The bottom here is the 440s on this hour chart. So that could be an out at the 440s. We'll see what it wants to do here. Was that a trap? Couldn't get green on the day. Yeah, I think that was a trap on Jan. Coming back up there to those 450s and then just losing it. Let's look at the SPY. SPY tested that uptrend a little bit. $450 still under here, acting kind of crazy. But I do like it. It's got a 10-cent risk here though. If it does start kind of ripping, I will be out on this 430, breakdown of that 430. But it's still nice and red on the day. So I would like to see some higher lows here. But it's definitely holding these levels for some reason. Let's see, 420 breakdown. This is the short play I was talking about earlier. 420s, can it get that push down here? It's got to get the continuation through this level of the 417. If this trend holds though, That could be a sign of strength there. Okay. So just watching, waiting. Good morning, One Life. Yeah, it's all the way back down through the 200 moving average again. INDO back to the indecision. $530s are starting to get tested again on hustle, looking for the push out. But oil just isn't responding the right way. SIGA dropped as well. Jan right on the trend there at the 430s. Maybe if it can hold up this trend and then get back over the 450s, maybe, but as of now, I don't see it. It may be something that happens later on in the day if you're going to be trading later on in the day. But as of now, scalp one on Jan win. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Still keeping my head on the swivel. 531s, 535s. The risk here on this one would be the 520s from this. So there'll be a 10-cent risk. But every time I look over at oil, it's looking wacky. So SPY came up there and tapped that trend line again that we were looking at on the 5-minute. Now let me draw that on the 15 as well. So that was the original tap. There's the breakdown of that 425. Can it get that momentum down through this level of the 417s? Looking like a great short though. Failed through VWAP, came back up, tested, failed, tested, failed, tested, failed. So either it's going to do one or two things. It's going to short squeeze or it's going to go down. Because I know there are plenty of shorts right up in here above this 450 level. And I don't want to, that's a very that's a very high risk trade to say, okay, well, I hope this thing goes in short squeezes when the shorts are already winning. They're already in a winning position. SPY pulling back off that trend, coming on back down as well. Hustle did break out of that 530 level. Ooh. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Are we finally seeing a trend set up on Hustle here? Heavy short pressure getting back to that 530 level. And now we're seeing obvious trends, but we're coming to the end of the session here with volume falling out of the back end. Wow, INDO getting destroyed, going downwards. Well, anyway, if you guys enjoy the content, enjoy the call outs, enjoy all of the community participation, all of the good advice and the things that people drop in the chats, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time just to continue to look around and see if anything obvious sets up. But as of now, these things are definitely looking bearish, except for SIGA keeps on doing crazy little moves up here to the 12.15s is the flat on resistance 12.15 right there. Let's see if it wants to hold that 12.15 flatness of the 12 on the 15-minute. Okay. SIGA 9 EMA right there at the 12.50. So still a heavy downtrend on it. HUSA dropping. Jan fell through this upward trend. So I'm really not trusting it as it breaks on down. SIGA top is the 12.39s up here. So it's sitting right on previous resistance of that flat top, and then has resistance up there at the 12.39 as well. Dallas, you're trading AVDL. AVDL, $2.25. Let me see. That's got to be a higher float. That's the only reason it's not on my scans. Jan here again, trying to figure out what it wants to do. If it can get back above that 442, it may give something today, but the shorts are just winning too big out here right now. INDO throwing wicks down as well. So glad I cut that trade. Woo! Would have been sweating bullets. Down like 50 bucks on a Tuesday. Okay, so we're now into the 117s, going towards the 117.50 on oil. You know, I'm starting to realize more and more that opportunities in the market, they just, they come and go. It's like, bro, take what you can get. If you can do better than, interest on a savings account, or better than some of these high yield savings, great, do that. But keep your risk at a minimum. Keep the drawdown on your account at a minimum. Because today I could have lost $100 in this crazy, stupid stuff if I didn't look for obvious setups. And then I would have tomorrow, when real news pops off, it's like, okay, well, now it's real news and I'm waiting on my money to clear because I didn't trade something obvious. It'd be a different thing if I make money, I'm green, I make money, I'm okay with money clearing like that. But if I lose 150 bucks, and then the next day actual news pops off and I'm still waiting on my money, I'm like, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I should have just cut it break even. Why didn't I? So instead of asking why didn't I, go ahead and do it. And if it turns around on me, oh well. I'm pretty much sitting in the same place that I started. So I'm like, hey, it's whatever. Get over myself. Get over my ego. Jan's gonna end up breaking down. It's gonna be a huge dump. SPY testing that trend again, pulling back into it. 412.64. ADVL, you said took a loss on that one. Oh, AVDL. Yeah, this one's a little bit higher float. If they're gonna be cheap like this, they're gonna be under $5. They gotta be low float. I don't even touch the ones that aren't low float because they move 3 cents. And it's like, nah, bro, I ain't playing that. All right, Jan, right here on the 420s. I really am expecting a huge drop on Jan. I don't know why. I just feel it in the bottom of my soul. But I don't know. We'll see. SIGA failed this level again as well of the 1216s there. Been up there twice. Indecision is at the 1179. Again, I'm really not sure on what they want to do with monkeypox or how monkeypox is going to move into the future, but going long term on those investments, I don't know if it's that much certainty in them. SPY all the way back up to the 413s. Did hold out of this previous trend, made a bottom right above this trend, which is the 412.70 ish. And then it's got a flat top here of the body of the original drop candle, which was the 413.60. So that could be a little bit of resistance there on the 15-minute chart. Resistance right there. So still well within the resistance. Hussa is fighting. And that's what I don't want to get involved in. I don't want to see a stock fighting. I want to see a stock winning to my direction. Just winning, dipping, winning, dipping, winning, dipping. That's what I want to see. Winning, dipping. So I can get some entries on those dips. But this one, it's too much of a struggle boat. But we'll see, man. Maybe it'll turn up. It's one of the few that's holding green on the day. Still up 41%, 6% since the open. So it's definitely has a uptrend. So it is going up. But the problem is oil is its backbone, and oil isn't looking great. It continues to just fail. So it's got that little uptrend right there. Pretty steep right there. It's hard to, I don't know how to, it's pretty steep right there. I don't know. Yeah, but on the hour chart, we can see an obvious flat top there at the 530s. Continues to hold it down. Jan, finally, you ready to crack down, buddy? You ready to give up the ghost? So let's look at this volume. Now the volume is all the way down to 200,000 shares down here. SIGA got that new flat top at the 1219s. Heavy motion. NQ primed for a short at 12,600. Let me go check the NQ there. Oh yeah, it's coming right into that level. This is what Dallas is talking about. NQ. Already hit this little top, confirmed that as some resistance there. But I don't know about short here, because this is almost an indecision candle. I would need to I would I would need to see. That's a lot of indecision right there. I don't know about the going short there. You might get blown out tomorrow over the top of this candle. With all this buying pressure here, I mean, it could just throw one up and really hurt you and then come back down. So I don't know. I will wait on that short position. Hustle coming on back down again. We'll see if it can continue the trend, but oil continue to break down. And the other thing you can watch other than Hustle is INDO. The moves that INDO do are pretty much parallel with Hustle. If INDO starts ripping, Hustle's gonna be like, okay, let's go. But right now, all the nine was another oil stock as well. NINE is also down. So all those oil stocks are just kind of slipping away. Oh yeah, Dallas to end of day. Yeah, it may get it to the end of the day. All right. Well, if we can start seeing oil just rip back up, Hustle may be a play out of this little. It's already tested these levels. It's in a kind of a pennant, but it's got this heavy resistance on the to the upside on the hour chart. So it's in a pennant. If it blasts up, I mean, it's not even 50-50. You know, the shorts are already in favor here, especially with oil going down. So I don't like 50-50. I'm trying to get something that's a little bit more, little bit. So it did, the spot did get up there and touch that flat body of the 413.59 and got a little bit of a pull down off of it. We'll see if it fails back into this downtrend. The trend at this point is the 412.52 for it to get moving back down. Jan, once again, trying to hold up. Bottom here is the 419s. Right on this little level here. So we had a high of day of the 489. Will it be the play, man? Can it come back green on the day? Been watching this thing, and it's held up that 434 level that we called out earlier, multiple times here. So you know, it's just got to start holding it again. And right now, it's finding resistance at that 436. So 423 is the bottom of this candle, which would definitely send it spiraling down. Hustle once again looking like a perfect short here. At this point, 518 will be the break, and then in another 5 minutes, it might be that 520 level for the break down. Siga continued to find that resistance there. perfect short here, 425. There it is. Let's see you open up to the downside. Let's see that crackdown. This thing moves so slow. Okay. Hustle getting up here. I don't understand why, but okay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get shorted down heavily here. Big drop. I'm not willing to play with Hustle. With oil still slipping down. Why is it even coming up? I don't understand. We may see a huge short here. Only got up 6 cents above that 30 level. Making absolutely no sense here. We should see a huge short here at the 545s. Let's see if it can touch 545, then dump. It almost got 545, that previous top. But that's crazy. This thing, everything else is going down here. Siga back up here for what looks like it's trying to break out of this 1229, but with this much flat motion here, low probability that it's gonna just explode. Okay, Hustle finally getting that short back into the trend. Let's see if it starts to break down this 520 level for the shorts on the bottom side of the pennant. Yeah, I'm pretty much, I've seen what I need to see for this morning. I'm probably going to close this session and then just go and do some work elsewhere, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. This week, Thursday and Friday, I'm going to got a family member having some surgery, so I'm going to be taking care of them. So this Thursday and Friday, I won't be streaming because of that. And I'll also drop it in the Discord for anybody that wasn't able to make this stream. But yeah, gotta get that taken care of, get them back on their feet. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll have to see about Monday or Tuesday which one I'll be streaming on. I'll let y'all know in the Discord. But yeah, that's happening. Oh yeah, everything's good. It's one of those surgeries that just knocks you down for a little bit, maybe like 4 or 5 days, but just want to get them back on their feet. And you know, that's pretty much it. First 2 days are always the worst days after surgery. That's when you have those nightmares. You see the gremlins coming in your room. Okay. Siga going on up there. I'm not gonna play with Siga. It has a top right there of the 1250s. I don't think it can get on through there. And Hustle not looking too great either. Yes, sir. All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock. We have seen what's happening this morning. The SPY still at 413 or whatever. NQ did stay above that 12,600 level, but during the day it may get a push down there. So be careful if you're going to continue trading. I'm going to go ahead and close it up so I can get to work. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all of your chats, comments, call outs. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, you can always join the Discord. I dropped the Discord in this chat as well. It'll also be in the description of the video once I close the stream. But yeah, you guys have a great week. I know this is going to be a shorter week, but hey, make the most of it. Make your wins and minimize your losses. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.